It's not a issue to be discussed with anyone. We'll work it. Kashmir is as much part of India as any other state is.
Mr. Kalappa, has Mr. Adhir Ranjan embarrassed the party today, or is that the official stand of the party ki pata nahi is whether Kashmir is a bilateral issue or it's an internal issue?
That Mr. Modi has to speak about.
No, why? You are posing a question.
Mr. Trump who said.
You are posing the question, sir.
No, it was Mr. Trump who offered and said that Mr. Modi has asked me to mediate. It's Mr. Modi who has to take a view whether it's a bilateral issue or not. We are not in government.
But the Prime Minister and the government of India have already clarified. That's a conversation that Mr. Trump totally cooked up.
The Prime Minister had clarified. Maybe you have heard the Prime Minister speak. Nobody in the rest of India has heard the Prime Minister speak.
On the floor of the House, you have the Home Minister clarify. You have the External Affairs Minister clarify. That's not enough.
That's the problem. They don't care about the other ministers. Then they say they believe in diverse views.
I think Mr. Trump was referring to the Prime Minister of India, and I think it ought to have been the Prime Minister who clarified. But I think the press is also very easily taken in and convinced by anything the BJP does. But ultimately, that's your choice.
Sir, we have to ask questions. It's our job. The fact is
but you don't ask certain people questions.
No,
you don't ask certain people questions.
Your party is the one that is in disarray.
You're so fully satisfied with certain questions, answers that come.
Mr.
That you
Kalappa,
don't ask any questions. You the only thing the Congress party is to give answers.
No, Mr. Kalappa, the point is that your party, there are differences within your party as far as abrogation of 370 is concerned. These are not differences within the BJP that we need to ask questions of the BJP. They stand united like a rock. Your party is in disarray. So we will ask you questions only. Now, if it is your MP who is asking it,
I've just pointed out something. I've just pointed out something in which you're so satisfied that the Home Minister has given an answer. When the United States President has spoken about the Prime Minister, you don't want to pose questions to the Prime Minister. You're very satisfied that somebody has spoken from government.
Okay.
And you're, right?
Okay.
I'm speaking of your level of satisfaction.
Okay. Just a minute. Pathikrit, you wanted to come in?
No, I think what I'm trying to say is that by, doing away with Article 370, Government of India has made it a union territory, an integral part of India. So the option or anything to do with Trump even thinking in his dreams of mediating is done away with. So the Government of India and Prime Minister has spoken about it by his action. Congress is the one which has to decide what they want to do.
All the questions are for the Congress party today. I don't know why Mr. Kalappa is getting upset with questions being asked.
They are raising the issue of United Nations, or they're falling in the trap of BJP.
All right, let's go across to Anand Narasimhan, who is joining us from Srinagar. He's been reporting from there for the last 48 hours. A quick update from you, Anand. What's the situation in the valley right now?
Well, it's quiet. It's quiet all across because it's a total clampdown, Shreya. And to all our viewers joining us on this broadcast, especially when I was listening to British Kalappa, I have to say this. Pathikrit Payne said it before I could. What more a statement do you want when the President of the United States says that Modi asked me to mediate on Kashmir, and the government comes out and says not just abrogates 370 but makes Kashmir an integral part of India forever and makes Kashmir a totally unilateral issue and no longer a bilateral issue. Does anybody need to say more? They have walked the talk and they've thrown by action. And on the other hand, you have the former Congress president who takes 25 hours and 30 minutes to put out a response on the step taken after the bill has been passed in the Rajya Sabha, after his own party members have walked out of the Rajya Sabha. And today you have the entire Congress leadership in disarray, and they are